So I'm here today with Somsai, who's a farmer. He produces Asian vegetables, so it's pretty unique. What's your experience here with the conference and what brings you here?
So the conference here has been amazing so far. Just looking to make connections as far as the agriculture industry here in the state of Florida and on a federal level too. The regulations, what are the rules in place to safeguard not just us, but also consumers. And really trying to find a connection to help grow and maybe help promote Southeast Asian fruits and vegetables that we grow on our farm.
Okay.
I'm a owner operator with a couple other partners, and I'm new to farming as well. My background was in tech sales. So
okay.
I have little to no experience with farming, but I'm learning as I go. And one of the biggest takeaways I've gotten coming to this conference was another farmer that presented and was new to this as well, like a startup farmer, and said the same thing. A lot of trial and error, a lot of experimentation. Right. They're still learning to grow, but at the same token, it's just trying to connect the foods to youth in a way of healthy eating. And for me, it's just connecting food to the culture, to Southeast Asians that are here, and also help promote it, because a lot of Americans travel to Southeast Asia and they're always wondering, how do you eat this fruit or vegetable, or what this is or what that is? We can actually help with that and kind of show and guide Americans before they even travel to parts of Southeast Asia that they're interested in our foods, vegetables.
Well, I know I'm a big fan of Asian foods. I go to our Jacksonville's Asian markets, and I really like it. So, how long have you been a farmer? So
this is going on a year now.
Okay.
As a farmer. And the funny thing is, I think in the fact that where I'm from now, the farm, like the label farmer is just kind of transitioned into more of a, not now you're just owner operator of an actual business, because when you think of farmers, you go, okay, they're out there
you're on the ground.
You're on the ground, crops, but there's all this technology, machinery, and there's all these other tools that now you're not just a farmer, you're more than a farmer. You're an owner operator. You got machinery that you got to work, and you have to always kind of be researching and finding new innovative ways to do the work. And then you also have to research. You have to almost be not a botanist, but soil. You gotta really know the soil. I'm pretty sure back in the days those guys can just pick up the dirt and go, this isn't good dirt. But now.
Because I think something I'm researching myself is the history of farming, and it's from what I've researched so far, it's usually been either community centered or generational. And a lot of people now are like going at it on their own, and they don't really have, previous experience or, support around them too much. So, coming to places like this is really helpful for, people who need to know other people who are doing what they're doing.
But the other piece to this farm to school conference is you have a lot of educators here or from the school districts that want a healthier lifestyle for the children that go to the schools. And for me, it's different because I don't know how popular some of our vegetables we produce, but at the same time, we want to understand, like, what are the initiatives, what are the who's involved and who's trying to help out with having more healthier options for kids. But at the same time, I'm like, well, kids are picky eaters, and how do we get them to want to eat healthier foods that's being provided to them? And how do we get local farmers a little bit of business for them to sustain themselves here in the state as well? Because you've got the big box retail stores and grocers, which is fine, but how do the local farmers get a piece of the pie too?
And will you share a little bit from your transition from tech to what you do now?
Being in tech has helped a lot because I understand a lot of the technology to do some of the tasks that most business owners aren't aware of, between the financing, the tech stack that you have to create and build a platform to run certain parts of the business side of it for farming. But not just that, there's irrigation timers. Now you can just run that off of an application, and run it off the timer. You don't have to manually go out there and do that. So now I understand, like,
farming has become very technical in a lot of ways.
It very much is, and now I have to research, like I said, the machinery that is more technical. There's cameras that you could place inside of the machinery to identify what's going on, what's wrong with certain machines. There's conveyor belts that are just being done with the tap of the finger on an application on your smartphone now.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, that's really helped out with the farming side, and being able to leverage. I was in sales, so I can connect with those folks that I need to work with as far as like testing soil or food quality or whatever it is the case may be. But there's a lot of resources here that I've gotten to know from this conference that I feel like I didn't know, and some takeaways that I know that I have to do more research on for us to be a better business for customers here.
And part of this was about, I think you said, kind of being your own boss and having a little more control over.
Well, I mean, where I came from was like I was laid off a few times, and like, for this it was like I feel like I'm giving back to not just the community but everybody as a whole, and I control my own purpose in it. Yeah, there's more purpose, but I control my own destiny. This only fails if I fail. If I decide to just stop. But last time I checked, a lot of people still eat. So and they
it sounds like you're doing great, and I wish you all the best.
No, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.